there's really nothing to do but just get into it. So it's going to be crazy. The game breaker, I just want to remind everybody, wide load was what it was called because you did not want your kicker to go wide left or right. The kicker misses and you miss on all of their points. Two of your starters lose their points, but you do get to take points away from one of your opponent's starters. Of course, if they make them all, then you just get to double the points on one of your starters who weren't a fucking QB Alex. So let's see how it all went down. Let's go. First match, we got Austin versus Elio. We come in, it's 111.80 versus 133.95. 22-point difference, but believe me when I tell you it's not over, but it was played very well. If Austin's kicker had missed, he would have lost out on 41 points. Elio would have doubled up those 1.2 points on St. Brown and gained 2.4. But he would have lost 38 points on Eckler, and that's what the scores would have looked like. Elio coming out on top. If Elio's kicker had missed, he would have lost out on 13. Fournette gets a big fat 0 because they both picked Fournette, so double up Fournette's points, but Elio drops it to a 0. So no change. Elio wins again. If both kickers had missed, we see the point total. Elio's already in the lead, so the fact that he lost a couple more points wasn't going to hurt. That would have been the point total. But what really happened is neither kicker missed. They both get to double up massive points on their players, and we end up with the final score. Elio coming out on top, 136 to 122. Austin, did you have any hope for this one, bud?
Nah, I didn't think he was going to pick Amon-Ra St. Brown for the double up, though, really. My hope went away when Ryan Suckup made his one field goal for no reason. But yeah.
So you're really hoping for the misses there. Elio, I know you are the master of spreadsheets, so you ran all the scenarios and pretty much figured what we already saw, that you had this one down.
Only one scenario would have beaten me if we would have picked Mostert for his double up, since we both made our field goals. And by the way, man, I was sweating in every part of my body throughout that game because Ryan Suckup didn't make his field goal until like the fourth quarter or something like that, and I was like, oh crap. If he does, I even asked.
You did
Chris.
text. Yeah.
I was like, what happened if he doesn't attempt a single field goal? No, you lose the points. Just the points? No, you lose the points, and you lose the whole. You go into the twist. So I'm glad he made it. Man, and I sneaked another one by.
Yeah, the kickers had to at least make an attempt. Like you said, waiting to the last minute to do so, but it happened. This week, you see the pictures. We're kind of focusing on things that matter to you, people that matter to you. We left the kids out because I don't know if everybody wants their kids up there, but
you didn't get pretzel in the picture, man. I would have sent you one with pretzel. We're going to have the same.
hey, maybe for next week, send them up. But you'll see a little difference in the pictures this week. We move on to the next match. We got Chef Boy RDJ versus Nat the Rebel. Coming in 159 to 172. Seems like a foregone conclusion, but we are going to see the game breaker come into play in this match, I promise you. If David's kicker had missed, he would have missed out on 17. That would have doubled up those 76 points on Chase, but she wouldn't have got any of them because David also picked Chase, dropped down to 0, and the score would have looked like this. Nat still would have come out on top. If neither kicker had missed, both players would have got to double up. You see the massive point total that Nats would have ended up with, 248. Definitely the high score for the week, and that would have been huge. But that's not what happened. If both kickers had missed, you see Nat missing out those 38 Chase points, dropping her 62 points. Even David would drop 37, but it's really hard to overcome that kind of deficit. David comes out on top, 122 to 109. But David was a bit undecided. This would have been the result because David was going to put in a bye week kicker, just take the deduction, so that he had run the Elio spreadsheets and realized that this was the outcome, but he decided that he wanted to try and get some more points. A risky move, sort of. He still would have had the win. this is what happened. Nat's kicker missed. David's did not. And David actually adds 20 points to his score. So while Nat was in the lead coming in, we see how it finishes. The game breaker comes into play, and David actually comes out on the positive end of it. But it happened. There, she got trenched.
I know. Look at that.
David, I know that you knew the result already because you had run the spreadsheets. Nat, did you know that this was going to happen, that you had the lead coming into this, but that the trenches were going to get you?
Yeah, I knew.
You did know. Did you talk to David, or did you just kind of figure it out?
I might have talked to David.
Not that there's any side deals going on. There's no back deal stuff going on.
No back deals. It's more so it happened. Hey, this is what it is. I mean, I knew I lost when, quite frankly, when stupid Denver kicker. Like, nothing is good in Denver. Get rid of everyone. Like, the kicker can't even get it right, people. Let the team go. I knew when he missed, I was like, and I think it was his first try. I said, all right, so, football gods are not with me this week. So I was like, I knew I lost right there.
It's a mile-high nightmare.
I'll let them know.
Yeah. David, Shipway, our DJ, I know you ran the spreadsheets, but you were still sweating it. You kept texting me all day yesterday, going into Sunday night. I mean, it was just, are you sure this works? Is this, if I try this, will that work? I mean, you were really sweating this matchup.
Well, there was one scenario where she could have beat me. Actually, two. If I put my buy in and I didn't like it, I was nervous. I didn't let her know that, but it's pretty nerve-wracking, man.
Yeah, I mean, but it came out, it worked out. You ran the numbers, and you were pretty sure that you were going to get it. So, I mean, congratulations, you get the win. Nat, I'm sorry, Denver sucks. Next matchup. We got AdamHulseSports versus Nick, and well, let's just see. 127 to 156. Let's see how it could have gone down. If Adam's kicker had missed, he would have lost 20 points, and Nick would have. Yeah, nice. Would have got his 12. Really no fluctuation because he would have lost on Lamb, so his score pretty much holds up. Adam goes down. If had gone the other way, minus 22, still not enough because while Adam would have got the double up points on Samuel, it was foreseen, and so Samuel picked from the other side, and you end up with a 0 there. Both kickers missing. See 33, 26. Still not enough for Adam to overcome. And what really happened, neither kicker missed. Adam does get his double up points, but not enough after the double up on the other side. We'll start with Adam because this is the thing, Adam. We've all been there. I've got a team in this situation this year. You're not finishing with the lowest points every week. And while you want your team to step up and do a little better for you, this really has been kind of just some bad luck in a matter of matches. And I know you're frustrated about it.
Sometimes there's really nothing you can do about that. I've been trying to make some trades, make some moves on the waiver wire, trying to be aggressive, switch things up a little bit. And I still got time to turn it around. I'm not counting myself out yet.
No, nor should you. Nick, like I said, did you know that you had this one already done?
You guys heard it. I won. No, that's not me.
I think Chris meant
that's
Alex.
Not me. I wish it was
Alex.
me,
I'm sorry. I've been saying Nick. I have been saying Nick. I'm sorry.
But
Alex, you knew who I was talking
to. I want to win in my way to
That's it. Yeah. Actually, I actually really don't know about your match off the top of my head right now. I got too many numbers in my head. Alex, I'm sorry. I think I did say Nick before too. But anyway, Alex, did you know that you won? Or were you worried about it?
After Monday, I was not worried about it. Before Monday, I was worried about it.
So
during the Monday night game, I was
Yeah.
worried about it.
Okay, so right up to the end, you didn't know.
And those were Adam's highest points of the season too, man. So he had a really good game. That would
He did.
He had a great game. Like I said,
Yeah.
it's just a matter of the matchups.
Yeah.
If you go back and look, there's teams he could have beat every single
Yep.
week except two.
Yeah.
He's just, the trenches doesn't like him. And
I must just
you
look
know,
like a
luckily,
hunter.
most of us do.
It must be the hat.
It must be the hat. So again, the theme this week, we're hanging with people, our significant others and friends, everybody we care about more, except our kids. So we see Kate with the dog there, and not Andrew. I'm just
like
kidding.
the dog.
There we go.
We know you
That's
like
better.
each other. 145 to 124.
Rid of the dog.
Jordan, is that your significant other, or that's just some friend?
These are some of my fellow True Serum football people, so friends.
I thought so. I was going through the pictures. I don't think you actually, your wife probably doesn't like her picture out there like mine, and that's cool. But so I put you up there with some friends. Anyway, if Jordan's kicker had missed, he would have missed out on 18 points, and Kate and Andrew get nothing because they both picked Stevenson. All those points from Rondé gone, and that would have made Jordan the winner by just under 3 points, but that's not what happened. If Andrew and Kate's kicker had missed, they would have missed out on 30 points, and Jordan wouldn't have got anything either because they both picked Kelsey. So those 16 points would have been completely irrelevant, and Jordan would have won by a lot. If both kickers had missed, they both would have lost a lot of points. Andrew and Kate would have lost a lot more, and Jordan would have come out on top. But what really happened, of course, is nobody's kicker missed, so everybody got to double up points.
Oh, lucky you.
Ooh.
Who knows? Andrew and Kate, do you know how this comes out?
Yeah, we lost. We did the math.
Jordan?
Literally the only player. Even if Jordan had picked his kicker, we would have lost.
Hey, I'm
And his
just
kicker
saying,
scored.
my kicker held it down.
Or not,
my
not
kicker
kicker,
held
sorry.
it down.
Sorry, his
Defense.
defense. His
Yeah.
6-point defense still
There
would
you
have
go. And those 6 points, those 6 points were all you needed.
Ouch.
Boom. There it is. 178.95 to 173.45. Andrew and Kate, clearly frustrating. I can hear it in your voice. When did you guys actually run the numbers? When did you guys know?
After Monday's game. I think. When I
So it
saw
wasn't until it was all over, because he did have a Monday night kicker. He actually
Yeah.
he had the highest scoring kicker in the league this week. Santos just kicking over and over and over, wouldn't stop. We'll talk about that in a second, Jordan. But
I think Jordan and I were both hyperventilating at the same time every time Cairo Santos
Every
kicked.
damn time.
just hoping
I mean-
for that miss, please, God, please.
Kyle had so many attempts, man, that you were at one point saying, oh, "Come on, he can't keep this up, right?"
Yeah.
I know you were
my
like,
man's legs getting tired.
Dude,
Put him on
he's
the
gotta-
bench.
There it is. If Jordan's kicker had missed, it still wouldn't have mattered. He still would have won by a closer margin, so it might have hurt more. But Jordan, you clearly didn't know that because you told us that.
So
the
I
same
think that's
thing.
wrong because if my kicker had missed, I would have also lost his 20 points.
This is
so I would
fair.
have lost
Yeah, that's fair.
38.25. I needed every one of those damn points. And, I first of all, thank you, Jacksonville Jaguars and Duval, for those 6 points because I needed every single one of them. Man, this one, of all the games I've had, I was this one or Elio's, actually. I was just sweating all night because Santos isn't a good kicker to begin
No,
with, and
no.
he's a Bears kicker on top of that.
Yep.
And all week, I had a pretty good feeling I was ahead, and I figured we would cancel each other out with Ramondre and Kelsey. I almost was certain that was going to happen, but anyway, I kept trading my kickers out each day. I kept just moving back a little bit just to see. And at the end, I was like, oh man, I fucked this all up. I should have stuck with this guy. And he just wouldn't stop kicking. I mean, he 4 kicks and
He just
the
wouldn't stop kicking.
Yeah,
That
the
50-yarder.
50-yarder just about broke me. I was just like, no, there's no way he's going to make this. And then he did. And I'm sitting there watching with my wife, and I just let out this huge sigh of relief. And then like 3 plays later, they have the fucking ball back and he's kicking again. I'm just like, what is going on? But
Stop kicking.
Anyway, I'll shut up. But it was a wild ride. I'll say that.
Nice.
100%. Yeah, so we're going to see that in some of these scores with the kicker also being factored in there. And we probably should have seen it already, but we will get into that later. Let's see. Boom. So we go to the next one. There is Jason with his much younger sister and Nick with the person he loves most in this world.
Jim Beam.
And so we see
Nick's my kind of guy.
the different scenarios here.
I'm a Scotch guy.
Again, if Nick's kicker had missed, we see a little fluctuation there. Even lower again because this doesn't factor in the kicker score. But if both kickers had missed, we see massive points lost. Jason, you had said when, like, as soon as Butker missed, you were like, you know, fuck. I mean, you were not happy.
Well, it's funny when not at the games, I have the DirecTV up and I have that game mix on. And of course, for that game, I had that audio on. And as soon as he started lining up, I'm like, there's like, it's like 6 mile an hour winds. There's no way he's missing this. It's Butker. It was the reason why I kind of went up. I felt so good. I snagged him. I just can't believe he fucking missed. Unreal. I really messed up. And I messed up on my game breaker.
Well, I mean, it happens. Why do you say you messed up on your game breaker?
Well, I mean, the whole time in my head, I was thinking, I need to have somebody good to pick. So I picked 2 good people like a moron. I just wasn't in my head. I gave this game to Nick. So congratulations.
There it is.
Thank you.
So Jason,
I shaved just for this
Jason's
occasion.
Kicker does in fact miss. He loses all those points plus another 4 off his kicker. So it's actually
Look at
95
that double up
to 103, and there's his massive double up of 4.4. It's enough though. It's enough to save you and get you the win.
I think a vein just popped in Adam's head.
I have been so busy, I didn't even know if I won or not until this show.
There it is.
A little too many gummies is not a good thing.
I'll take your word on
false.
it. I disagree.
False. That's false.
But it's, opinions matter here. So let's go ahead and hit the next match. Boom. We got the ladies over there at SteelinBallsKillinGiants against the founding fathers of Patriot Sports Radio. Like I said, the theme is the people that we care about most in this world, other than our kids. So naturally, that's Nikki and Eric with his Playboy. Because, there's just, we all have different priorities.
I came out degenerate. I can't help it.
I joke with Nikki because she wasn't here. She's not here to defend herself, but she actually didn't send pictures with other people, so I didn't have another option there. But maybe there's some truth in pictures. I don't know. 140 to 153 coming in. The ladies would have lost 15. They actually, with their kicker, would have lost 20, and so the boys would have lost 12, and it would have come out like that. Actually, it would have been 120 to 165. The boys would have won, but that's not what happened. If the boys had missed, they would have lost 22 plus the 12 off their kickers. They actually would have lost 34. Devontae Adams would have got that double up, lost a little bit off it of Barkley. So that would have been the score. The boys actually 12 less than that. So the ladies definitely would have conquered should that have happened. But that's not what happened.
Yeah,
if both
let's do a different
kickers
scenario.
If both kickers had missed, there's the points that would have been lost plus the 4. So the ladies actually would have lost 4, but the boys would have lost 61-25. And so not quite as close as that seems. It's actually 8 points different in the ladies' favor.
Wow.
But
look at that.
Still pretty
That's
close.
a yard, dude.
Yeah.
2 yards.
But what really happened was that neither one missed. And so they both got their double up points.
Lucky you guys.
Ladies, boys, win or lose. Tell me now.
Wait,
Don't pull out
we
the
won.
calculator.
Shout out to Bandy at 4th and Flex for helping me do all the math.
They win. Ladies.
McPherson didn't try a field goal. You know that, right?
No, I did not know that.
He had an extra point though.
But he had an extra point.
points.
He had 5
extra
extra
points
points.
Yeah.
Yep.
He had 5. As long a kick is a kick, and
Okay.
so because of that, everybody makes their kicks. Everybody gets their double up points.
Okay.
And unless my math is wrong, which it shouldn't be because I did it on Excel.
There you go.
You should
Did you hire Elio to do it though?
Now you guys are more learning really quick.
Yeah,
you know?
Elio does good work. You should hire him.
Elio does it.
We know about Chris's math.
Your math was off on mine.
There is the final.
Jesus
Wow.
Christ.
Damn. Wow.
I'd check that.
Wow.
I get a recount.
That's really the double up that brings it into play.
Wow.
Saved them.
My math had us winning even if she picked Barkley for a double up, and he had 21.
The thing I want to point out with these records is either way, with the flip flops and the wins and losses and stuff like that, this thing is tight, folks. I mean, Adam seems out of it at 1-6, but with 5 games to go, he could definitely get right back into this. No one goes home until week 12. Week 12 is the start of the playoffs. So look, it's really about seeding right now, and win-loss, point totals. We're just building on it all right now, and everybody is definitely still in the hunt for this thing. It's just a matter of when the teams are going to turn on. So the week matchups, let's get into those because those will matter. So next week, game 1, we've got Mr. and Mrs. Wright versus the Rebel 31. Team RamRod versus 31. That one's going to be a nice one. Watch that one for sure. Can't wait to see what the game breaker does. We got Adam Hulse versus Elio. Oh, man. Adam, you got a video coming.
That video.
You got a video
You better
coming.
not lose this week. You better not lose to last place. Don't do it.
You're pulling him up and this week.
This is a big one. Will Pretzel make another appearance? That's what we all want to know.
I don't know, man.
I want to see Pretzel chewing up a Zeke jersey.
Matchup.
In fact, we should probably get one sent there just in case.
Matchup number 3, Jason Cooper versus the Founding Fathers.
Oh, big matchup. Matchup of the gummies. Flour versus gummies. Here we go.
Yeah, exactly.
Team Flower.
Nice.
Chewy versus Sticky. Here we go. We got Nick the Auctioneer versus the listener David Skull. David,
Nick, this is your week, bro.
Points.
This is your week.
I already
This
got
is
my
a big
big
match.
Baby, don't count me out.
David's hot. David's hot, bro. Chef is hot, man. Chef is hot.
And we got Austin versus Captain Chaos. Frosty versus Chaos. Big points
Austin,
coming
it's
out
just
of
your
both
time,
these
brother.
teams
It's your time.
in the last couple weeks.
I
It'll
just
be
want to
interesting.
say,
Put your dog.
I have won
where's
weeks
the,
1, 3, 5, and 7, and I lost 2, 4, and 6. So I'm due for a loss. I'll just give you that, Austin. So hopefully I can get that trade turned around.
Roll with the
Juju
stats.
back. Your dog has to be on the video on the shot, man. All right. He was bringing you good luck before.
Look at him. He's
And
right
the
back
last matchup, we got the ladies of
There you
Stealing
go.
Balls versus the Analyst.
Oh.
Alex Whitlock, this week's top
Good luck,
scoring.
Whitlock.
Alex
The beef is
Whitlock. So this one should be a shootout right here. I'm very interested to see how this one comes out.
No pun intended.
And that brings us to this week's top score.
If you ain't first,
You're last. You know?
Hey, I've
When
got the top score twice now.
No, he doesn't get the pick again.
And I've
Except-
only
well,
had
you-
2 wins.
You lost it once, didn't you, from the Game Breaker?
Yeah, I think I did. Yep.
Yeah, I think so.
I'll pick.
So these are the fabulous fundraisers. We talk about them every week. We are going to do a lot of talking about these throughout the week. 7 again is the number that gets divided up. We got 7 people getting at least $10. A couple groups not getting 0. So reach out to those and donate. TheArmchairAthletics.com is where you'll find the links to all these amazing charities. Stealing Balls coming out on top as usual with the 60s, but hey, every little bit counts. So even the 10s and 22s is fantastic. Appreciate everybody who gives to these amazing organizations. And again, we'll hear more about those throughout the week.
Hey, quick shout out to Gladys.
Yes.
Gladys, thank you for donating. Really appreciate it.
Yes.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, so we're over $2,200 already. That's amazing. Keep up the good work, and I really think those numbers are going to go up after this week because it's really time to start pushing these as we're halfway
Time to
through
throw that
the
holiday
regular
guilt
season.
at them.
That's it, man. Halloween. Nothing brings guilt like Halloween. So we will definitely use that to our advantage. Which brings us to the FAAB watch. Some people not doing so hot on the FAAB. Sir Frosty has used all his up. Some people like Jordan raking it in on the FAAB. Alex will add another $30 there for having the high score and get 147. I don't know. Nobody going back into the waiver pool. Maybe it's not such a big deal this week. But with injuries to Breece Hall, Mike Williams, DK Metcalf, there could be people that need to get replaced. But that's what benches are for. So we will see how the waiver comes into play. And that brings us to everybody's favorite part of the show. It's time for the Game Breaker, everybody. Let's see how everyone's going to get screwed this week. So Founding Fathers getting to pick the Game Breaker this week with the default pick, as Alex has already picked. Founding Fathers.
Yes.
Nice.
Here we go. Uh-oh. I'm a little scared because Eric is laughing, and that's never a good thing. Eric and Chris, Founding Fathers, where are we going this week?
As soon as I saw it, I knew he was going to take this one.
We need to go to the ballot box.
Oh,
son of a
What a
Where we
perfect
are all
day.
about.
Here we
We are
go.
all about the ballot box over here.
I'll be right back.
That one's locked in a chest.
You have found a hidden immunity idol.
yeah.
Yeah, something's about to happen.
It's got to be better than my choice.
Something's about to happen.
I want chaos this week. I want
It's
craziness
about to
this
happen.
week.
Yeah, Adam needs a shake.
Blow it
Yeah, let's
all
shake things
up.
up.
Man,
Let's shake things up.
I want some Fabs wiped out.
You just added an extra hour and a half to my editing this week. Thanks a lot. Ballot box.
What's ballot box?
Time to vote.
Ah, shit.
Which position, yours or your opponent, double or erase the score? These are going to be your options. You will have 1 minute when I say go.
All the
You're going to
groceries you
pick
can in the
one.
cart.
You're going to pick one position. One position off the starting rosters. All right,
Oh,
and it needs to be wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2, if that's where you go, whatever. One text containing 3 pieces of information: a position, the word double or erase, and the word mine or theirs. All right, I will take those texts. I will compile the results. Majority rules. So if more people say wide receiver than quarterback, it'll be a wide receiver, so on and so forth. If more people say double than erase, then we'll double it. If more people say mine or theirs, we'll follow that action. Jesus.
I'm fucking confused, man. I'm just still fucking.
None
Is
of
this
you.
for everybody?
I'm just texting you a bunch of stuff.
Everybody.
I'm done.
Listen. Text me 3 things. All right?
At
Jesus.
once.
You guys did this. At once. Text me a position on the rosters: quarterback, wide receiver, flex, whatever it is, kicker. Text me the word double to double the points or erase to zero out the points. And text me the word either mine for you're doing this to your own player or theirs for you're doing it to their player. Essentially, you are picking a position on either your roster or their roster to either double or erase the points.
So we don't lose a player.
I'm starting it right now.
Yeah, we lose a player. That's good.
No, you do not lose a player. You're either going to double some points or you're going to lose some points. The thing is, you're not going to know because you're not going to know what the position is. You're not going to know if the points are getting doubled or erased, and you're not going to know if it's for your player or theirs until next week.
I like this one. Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Holy spreadsheet.
Who's sending it in the group chat?
Holy spreadsheet.
I hate this one.
Get a spreadsheet for that.
Who's sending it in the group chat? That's hilarious.
Yeah, please don't send it in the group chat.
It's already been done.
It's done.
Oh,
It's done.
shit. Did I send it in the group chat? No.
Hey, look, if you send it in the group chat, you can send me another one. I will take the personal chat over the group chat. You can keep it. You can save.
So you got to give the result now, right?
Holy cow. As the texts come in, ladies and gentlemen, this one could go 1,000 different ways.
10 seconds.
Holy crap. Which position do you want affected? Do you want that person to come off your team or your opponent's team? And do you want those points doubled or erased? Even I don't know what's going to happen this week, but nobody's going to know what the majority is.
So you'll know what the vote is, right?
Until next week. Next week, we'll find out how this game breaker played out. And you'll be able to... And we'll find out how the scores
So
go.
we're not going to know all weekend while we're playing.
We're not going to know until next week on the show. You will find out with the rest of us.
We should all send that on the group chat so we know what the hell is going on. You know?
Once again, just like democracy, when you get to sit up all night long, waiting to see who's going to win that last state, and then it carries on for a week to find out who wins those last electoral votes because they have to recount 15 times. Yeah,
Good luck with that spreadsheet.
Yeah, that's
it's going to be like a...
They all hand out stimulus checks. What does it matter?
So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the trenches. Thanks to Founding Fathers for really screwing everybody. Sorry about the math, but again, unless you watched it live, you'll never see it. So it doesn't really matter. Anybody got anything they want to close with on this week's show?
Yeah, check out TSS Fantasy tonight, where Jordan will be playing a judge tonight, and of course,
Judge Jordan.
You'll get to see players that you shouldn't have really drafted, and you got ghosted in our Halloween fun segments. Check that out.
Fuck them up, Jordan.
And the
TSS Fantasy at 9 o'clock. TSS Fantasy, just look up TSS Fantasy on YouTube. It'll go right to it.
Jordan is hot right now.
Up, and you will see the show live as it happens. Who else? Who else has something going on this week?
Yeah. So tonight I have another episode of Benchwarmers. Basically, you come on the show. It's NBA hot takes. I call it your time to troll. And you'll get to battle other people and see if the majority agrees with you.
What time are you running that? 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock on Twitter. How do we
Twitter
find
Spaces?
it?
Twitter Spaces 8 o'clock.
Twitter Spaces.
Twitter Spaces. What are we looking up, Nat?
So if you go to my page, so at Reese Rebel 31, and it'll have the space up there.
It sure will. Reese Rebel 31. That's REES.
Can we
Rebel
put these
31
to make it a hair easier for us to join?
I can't do it live.
No.
I can do it after it happened.
For whoever's it is.
If you go to thearmchairathletics.com, thearmchairathletics.com, go meet the competitors tab. All of you have profiles there, and you can click on Nat's tab, and there will be a link to her Twitter page, just like everybody else's, and you'll be able to find those spaces. So if you didn't quite get the address, there it is. Who else?
Jordan, drop it, baby.
I'm going to be all over the place this week. So I got Judge Jordan, attorney at ball, dropping tonight for Commissioner Cooper. Thursday, me and Elio are throwing it down 7:30 Eastern time because I feel like most of you guys are on Eastern time. But TSF starts sit. Elio's coming into the house. And then Friday, for the third straight week, I'm going to go in and whoop some ass in TSS Fantasy Feud, and then I'm going to cap off my week with PSR Radio on Sunday. So if you tune into anything, I'm probably there this week.
All right, so Friday,
my man's on fire.
Friday, we got you at Patriot Sports Now on the Patriot Sports Radio podcast.
Sunday morning
at 7:30, 7:30 Central, 8:30
early as
Eastern.
fuck.
Early as fuck.
Link, just
If
in
you
case somebody
Google
drop in.
PSR early as fuck. Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, we'll find you on TSF Fantasy with Elio.
Yep, TSF Fantasy
Thursday.
with Elio.
And then tonight, of course, at TSS Fantasy, 9 o'clock on YouTube. Who else?
Hey, check us out at www.patriotsportsnow.com. Eric and Jordan are crushing the articles lately. Eric, just where are you at on your prop bets right now?
Pretty good. We called Zeke 2 touchdowns plus 850.
How about
this
Kenneth
week,
Walker on Wake and Rake? Huh?
Yeah, we talked about Kenneth Walker on Wake and Rake. We were wrong about Taylor Heineke rush yards, but everything else pretty much came home. It was a beautiful week.
Nice.
Check out the props article every Friday night, Saturday morning.
PatriotSportsNow.com, where you find all their content. Wake and Rake, their betting, their regular podcast, just fantastic stuff coming out of there. Who else has something for me?
Well,
Just so you guys know,
working on the shows, I made a homemade spaghetti sauce.
Nice, bro.
Homemade spaghetti sauce.
Yeah, you did.
If you're in Chef Boy,
Did it have any dishwater in it?
Yeah.
So try some spaghetti sauce.
I'll send you my address.
Can I say something really quick before you click off?
Yeah.
So I just want to thank everyone that has been supporting me on Twitter and everything like that. I'm really starting to, get somewhere, especially with my NBA takes and analysis and everything like that. But shout out to Patriot Sports. Chris, thank you so much. Eric, you guys share my stuff and more people follow me that I don't even know who a lot of these people are, but it's awesome, and they're DMing me, about things, and it's just awesome. So I just wanted to say thank you.
Your takes are fire, Nat. We got you.
There it is. That's how this thing works. Everybody working together, collab, and sharing each other's stuff, coming together for a common cause. Whether it's a fundraiser or what you guys do, it all works better as a team. I want to thank all of you guys for showing up for the trenches. And, good luck with this week's Game Breaker. I guess we'll find out next week. You guys can too, live on the trenches. Check out the produced show on Friday, where you'll see no mistakes, and check out Yards After the Catch tonight at 8:30 in between Nat's Twitter Space and TSS Fantasy, where we'll be yakking some football. Thanks for showing up, everybody. Have a great fantasy week. Best of luck in all your leagues. Have a great one. Be safe. We'll see you next time.
Let's go.
Let's go, baby.